Now, there's a warning that World War III could break out in just a few years unless the US financial system opens up to China. Billionaire investor George Soros says that if China's efforts to establish a domestic-driven economy fail, it could turn to launching an external conflict.
If there is conflict between China and a military ally of the United States, like Japan, then it is not an exaggeration to say that we are on the threshold of a third world war.
Well, to avoid disaster, Soros says Washington should strengthen its economic ties with Beijing. It's not the only fly in the ointment, however. China is evidently irked by the US building up its military presence in the region. On Thursday, Beijing issued 8 warnings over American spy planes swooping over the South China Sea. Regular military drills on China's doorstep and a strategic shift of US bases to the Asia-Pacific are also increasing tensions. Well, this map shows you the number of US military facilities in Beijing's backyard. Former US diplomat Jim Jatras thinks Washington's military presence in the region could be a real matter for concern.
This idea that because China's economy has problems, they would deliberately provoke a confrontation with an American ally in order to distract their population, I think is an absurd suggestion. We are inserting a security presence right up against the vital interests of another rising power for reasons that are not entirely clear how they benefit the United States. What we really need to do, and what Mr. Soros is not talking about at all, is to reevaluate what our strategic presence is in some of these regions that are very far from the United States, but very close to China. There is a possibility of confrontation there, not for the reasons that he gives.